Hey everyone, guess what I just found out on Twitter today? The best place for all the information you could ever need. Some that you never needed ever, some that you didn't want to know but found out anyway, and some that just question, like, sanity in general. I found out that Twitch is allowing nudity. That's interesting. Um, it's artistic nudity, right? So it's not nudity, it's not the same thing, obviously. But I think nudity on any platforms is weird unless it's OnlyFans or adult content platforms. That's completely fine if it's on those. But on Twitch, where the youngest age you can register for an account is 13, that's a child. Children are allowed on this app to, see some of their favorite creators, watch their favorite streams, have some good times, and just live your life as a kid, right? And then you pop up and you see, oh, what's this? Oh, it's nudity. That's not supposed to be on here, for children to see. I think that's a bit weird. Yeah, I think it's a bit weird. So, it's a bit odd, and I don't know why they're doing it. I think it's a bad look for them. And you're probably watching this video like, what are you even talking about? Like, what's the details? And I will show you some of the details that I found on Twitter. And maybe get into more of the actual content that are being displayed on Twitch. So let's get into it. So the first tweet here says that Twitch updated their, sexual content policy. And the changes are certain content is now allowed on the label. Okay, so we have artistic nudity, permitted under sexual themes label. Game nudity, contextual labels necessary. Okay. Body painting, acceptable with appropriate label. Mature games label generally covers content, and stream visibility impacted by content labels. So those are just what basically they added, and that's just some of it. I do understand some of it, like the game stuff, because it happens. Some games do allow that stuff, but usually they will censor it, of course. But just the other stuff is a little bit questionable to me, and we're going to get into that in a second here. But let's get to the next tweet. So the next tweet says that changes to popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without a label. Previously, some dances were prohibited and some were allowed with a label. Enforcing on dancers regardless of context meant our policy prohibited twerking at a wedding or taking pole dancing exercise classes. For example, the policy now takes context into consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment. How allowing these things without a label is a questionable thing. Even allowing in general is kind of weird, but I get it. I do get it. It's your career. Do you, right? But it's just kind of odd, And with the other things that are going on, people are literally allowed to just show nudity. I've seen some posts. We'll get into that in a second. We're not going to show anything because, not allowed on this platform, obviously. But let's just get into that now. Okay, so the first, post I saw, that was live. They were live. They were live streaming this stuff. And obviously you can see everything censored by cute animals that are very much displeased in their screaming. They're scared. They don't like this, type of behavior on Twitch. Neither do I. And, yeah, it's a VTuber that is not wearing any clothes. And, you can see there's a little, there's two people, right? The smaller one is fan art, right? And they have fan art just going through. That's fun. That's cute. But the fan art is literally their naked body. Not just, censored. There are parts there. There are parts. They are revealed. They're out there. It's not covered, that is wow. Wow. Yeah. And the person who is naked that's making the video, the VTuber, you can't see anything, but it's there. It's you could see you could see their whole body, just not the lower half. You can't see anything specifically, but it's basically the same thing. It's nudity, right? That was so weirdly explained by me, but you get the point, right? Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of different creators doing stuff like this, maybe even worse. So, yeah. My final thoughts on this whole thing is just why Twitch? Why is this a thing? Please, stop. Like, just stop. I could show other stuff, like the whole report about it, but I don't want to go too deep into it. I just want to say that this is just so weird to me. It's so weird. And when there's children on the app, that's when you know it's a problem. This is not an adult website, and since it's not an adult website, we should not be seeing this type of content. There are just children on there, and I just don't like the feeling that they could walk and they could just be trying to watch their creator and come across this type of content. It's gross. And I just want better, Twitch, do better. Please and thank you. But that seems like that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for coming on and, checking out this video. And if you're interested, I stream on Twitch. Relatively, sometimes. I'm hoping to stream more often. I should be streaming, whenever this is posted, probably the same day. So just check my Twitch out. It's Brianna's Lost, same as my YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you guys next time when I decide to come out of my cave.